I'm back. Tutorial on legs. So, okay, so the legs and the hips. The first is the positional of the legs. We never hyperextend the knees. We never push the thigh bones forward, and we never let the butt to kind of not to do the job. Okay. So the A, B, and C of the legs and the hips. The A is knees. The knees pull forward, so they push forward, push your knees forward, and then in. Okay. So when you push your knees, step your feet as wide as your outer hips. Still, let's keep it too soft. So remember ABC of the feet. Now, when you dig with your paws, the knees push forward too. So we call it dig of the knees too, right? So when you dig with your paws, you dig your knees forward. What it does, it bends your knees more and hollows the back of the knees, which is good, and pushes the thigh bone, the femur head, back into the hip sockets, okay? The second one, actually, let's add to, as you pull your knees up towards the ceiling, if your hands on your knees, let's do this, horseshoe hands, and if you pull your knees forward and up, not only moves the thigh bones back, but also descend deeper into the hamstrings, which is good, okay? Keep that. Narrow your knees. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way so you can see. Narrow your knees, actually bring your knees together, and you roll onto the inner feet. Keep your toes down. Remember that taco in the foot we did, rolling, which is fine. Now this is broadens the top of your thighs and the sitting bones wide. So broaden your thigh bones wide. Now you're not going to keep it because this is not functional. Okay. Now imagine you are going to sit on a big horse. Push your thighs wide. Ooh, hello, right? So let's review. A, knees forward and up. Then the B is the knees in. C is the thighs out, and the glutes will tone, okay? So the position and then the tone is created by the knees and the thigh bones, okay? Now, so the glutes, just a little bit of the glutes. So the gluteus maximus is the big, beautiful glute that originates on your sacrum, okay? Goes up a little bit, and then it goes this way and inserts into the outer thigh. Actually right here, the outer back thigh, okay? So it's a big, beautiful muscle. It's a big, beautiful muscle. It goes in V. It goes in V. So we want from insertion to integrate, to tone the muscle. It goes up, not down. Up. The gluteus medius and minimus are right here. They are, they also go in the same direction. It's the same direction towards the sacrum and towards the lower back. Now, the gluteus maximus muscles, the beautiful muscles, the action is to extend. It's extensor, right? Every time you push off with the leg when you walk, you extend your leg back and it pushes you forward, right? That's the muscle right there. Or when you, from the sitting, you stand up, right? That's the muscle activation right there, okay? That's gluteus maximus. When you run, when you squat, when you pause, that's why we do it. Gluteus medius and muscles right here, these muscles right here, they activated when you abduct, pull out the leg, thigh bone out to the side, out, right here, okay? So, when you push your thighs out, and then push through the feet like you're about to jump up, you activated all of the gluteus muscles. Win, okay? So you're not only letting the legs to work, you activated this big beautiful muscles to work too. Those are hips, okay? So, and that's your power. The glutes are your power. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay. So A, knees forward and up. B, so the knees forward and up, what does it do? It pushes your thigh bones back and deep in the hamstrings. Knees in, broadens your sitting bones, opens the pelvic floor. Thighs out, activates the glutes. That's C. So A, B, C. Okay? All right. Now, so let's practice. Let's put that into practice. So we're gonna go from earth to all fours. Earth position, feet, ABC of the feet. Central channel long. Establish your center. Glow from the center to all sides. Allow your ribs to widen. Open your throat. Open underneath your chin. Lift your ribs. And this is something you need to learn. You're not only mechanically lifting your ribs, because, I mean, yeah, you can do it, but actually think about what exactly, what brings you, what lifts you up, what uplifts you, right? What makes you to want to get out of the bed every morning? To me, it's a sense of gratitude. Gratitude for each day, for each breath, okay? No matter what, you'll always find gratitude, to be grateful for something. So look for that. Inhale, and with the gratitude, broaden your ribs and lift your ribs up. Lift yourself, give yourself a little uplift. You know, I like to give myself a little bit better hug. Lift up. Good, open your throat, push your seats forward, curl your knuckles down, tone the underarms, sit, step, wide paw, heels, sit, step, wide paw, heels, pull your heels in, push your knees forward and up, sitting bones, thigh bones, glutes, lean forward, place your fingertips, slide your hands forward and out into spring, left paw, left knee, right paw, right knee, hero feet, okay. From all fours, make sure that you have enough space between your knees and your hands. Lift your right leg back behind your square leg. Flex, bend in your knee, and crease, staying deep in your hip. So flex brings the activation of the ankle. Bend in the knee brings the suction cup, so hollow in the back of your knee. And the suction cup if you are growing. Crease if you're growing, staying deep. All right. Push your knee down and forward. And lift your hips more, deepen your groins more. Heart, hips, head. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Release your paw, then knee. Second side. Left leg back behind your square leg. Find pulsation. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep squeezing your heel towards your sitting bone. Release your paw, then knee. Let's do the first side, right leg back behind you. Sit back, pull your right knee forward. Open leg right. Keep your sitting bones wide. Flexing your ankle, fiesta foot strong. Narrow your knees, push your thigh bones back. And then sit on the big horse. Pulse. Release your paw, release your knee, second side, left leg back behind you, sit back, bring your knee forward, open leg, lead it with your outer ankle, pulse. ABC of the legs, ABC of your feet. Release your paw, release your knee. Okay. Now, we're gonna go into standing position. So sit, step wide, sit, step wide. Heels low, walk your hands back. Swirl your heels in, low squat, push your seats forward, press your knuckles down, high squat. Come up to stand, swirl your heels out, sit, step, narrow, sit, step, narrow. Earth pose. Okay. Now, we're gonna go into the lunge. Push your seats forward, open your throat, lift your ribs, bend your knees, take drag right knee forward, watch your foot and your toes, flexion. Sit back and wide to the left, step back, right leg, high lunge, both hands horseshoe. Dig and drag with your feet, dig and drag, dig your knees forward and up. Thigh bones back and wide, narrow your knees, broaden your sitting bones, sit on the big horse. Engage your glutes. Little pulses. Heels, the right heel is lower. It's not touching the floor, it can, but you don't have to, but it's not too high. Keep it low. Ankle bones back. Push your seats forward, sit back to step forward. Paw, heel, second side. Push your seats forward, open your throat, sit, step, back. Hands horseshoe, knees forward, up, knees in, and then broaden your thighs. Pulse. Good. Sit back, push your seats forward, step forward, paw, heel. All right. Phoenix pose. Take your right knee, dig, drag, and place it over your left knee with a kickstand. Now here's the thing, what I see a lot is this, right? So you're not on your tippy toes. Step your right foot forward and out to the left more. So the paw, the whole entire paw, with the base of the paw on the floor, the heel is light, okay? And now you bend your knees deep. The left knee is pressing against the top of your right calf. Pull your right knee back, push your left knee forward. Dig and drag with your right foot. Take your arms, you're either taking your right arm on the bottom, or you're hugging yourself. Whatever feels good, whatever is comfortable. Open your throat, lift your ribs. Dig and drag, sit back. Knees forward and up, hips back and wide. Push your outer thighs out. Lift your ribs. 3 pulsations. Look forward. Extend your arms in V. Sit. Unwrap. Switch sides. Left knee on top. Again, watch for the paw. You can look. And the idea here is that you want your inner paws on both feet down. Okay? The heel is light, dig and drag. Taco, fiesta. Right elbow on top this time. Push your elbows forward and up. Push your hands away. Sit back, knees forward and up. Thigh bones back and wide. Push your upper thighs out. Switch to the belly. One more breath, inhale. Look forward, extend your arms, and release paw, heel. All right, so let's do the earth to tribal to side coil. Push your seats forward, sit, back and wide to the left, dig drag right knee forward, watch your toes. Sit back, lower, bend your knee deeper, step back, right foot, tribal. The right heel turns out slightly, out, pulse, sponge your feet, glutes work. Lean over left leg, left forearm on top of your left thigh, right hand neck hook, Put your elbow down, bend your knees deep. Press your right knee forward and up. Sit back. Inhale, stretch your belly forward. Arc left. 3. Keep the arc when you bend your knees. And I want you to really press your hips back and lift up the glutes. 1 more. Come back up and vertical in your ribs. Pulse. 3. Sponge your feet. 2. Look forward. Step forward. Paw. Heel. Second side. Dig drop left knee. Up. Bend your right knee. Sit back and wide to the right. Step back. Treble. Observe your feet. Right heel should be in line with your left arch. Both hands. Pulse on top of your knees. Horseshoe. Sponge your feet. Sponge your feet. Right forearm. Left hand neck hook or headrest. Put your elbow down. Central channel long. Bow. Broaden. Ribs. Belly soft and long. Broaden your hips. Sit back. Press your left knee up. Inhale. Grow your belly. Arc. 3. 2. 1. Come vertical in your ribs. Sponge your feet. 3. 2. Look forward where you're going. Step forward, paw, and heel. Okay. So I'm going to show you what not to do in the side coil. Okay. So I'm going to show you on this side. Because what happens is that either you're too wide or this foot way too behind. So you want the front heel aligned with your back arch. And the back heel turns out slightly. What happens is you do good, and then once you start pulsing, you release the arc that you just created in the ribs. So you come in a lot too much, and then you go. So don't do this. Don't undo your bow and the arc. So keep bow and arc. Bend your knees. Pulse in your legs, in your belly instead. Okay? All right. Chair pose. Your other clasping hands or pod hands. Push your hands forward, arms straight, sit back and wide. Knees forward, knees up, knees in, thighs out. Lift your arms. Little pulses to activate the glutes. To activate the glutes. And release. Okay. So we're gonna go down. Please watch and then do with me. Sit, step wide. Sit, step wide. Slow your heels in. Push your toes out. Low squat. Lean forward, fingertips touch. Slide your hands out, forward and out. Spring hands. Right paw, right knee. Left paw, left knee. Okay, so we're gonna go into seated side twist. Tap your toes. Lower your knees to the left. Lower your right hip down. And then you're gonna tip your head down and roll down like a wave. Stack your knees on top of each other. I'm gonna show you how to roll to your back. Okay? So you're gonna take your arms up, tip your head back. And you're gonna keep your arms up. Lift your knees. You will be off your mat, that's fine. Push your arms up, open your throat. Lift your butt moves, hips move, ribs, head, feet, hips, ribs, head, hips, feet, hips, ribs, and head. What you don't want to do is this. Okay? This shortens and narrows the upper back. So keep your arms up. And to feel, if you're in the right place and if you're in the middle of your mat, feel with your feet. You don't need your eyes, you don't need your hands. Lift your right leg up. Flex. Soften your toes towards the ceiling. Top of your the hero. Flex, bend, crease of the groin, thigh bone rotates in as the toes turn out. Pull the thigh bone down into the hip socket, open your throat. Release, second side. ABC in your foot, ABC in your leg. And I'm actively doing dig and drag. There's curve in my lower back. I can slide my hand. Arms up. To come out of the pose. Take your arms over your head. Roll to your left side. Step your knees and your feet on top of each other. Press through the right hand. Keep your head down. Lift with your right ribs. Come up like a wave. All the way up. To seated into hero. Hero pose, hero feet. Push your knees forward and up. Thigh bones descend back. Push the upper thighs out. Engage your glutes. Lift your ribs. Open your throat. Push your seats forward and up. Sit, step right foot, left foot forward. Tuck your right toes. Step right foot forward. Ta-da. Okay. That is your tutorial on your legs and hips. Send me your questions, okay? Love you.